Hi traders, welcome to Elite Currency. My name is Chris. This video is taking a look at the euro dollar and pound dollar. We have new April candles, monthly candles to look at and review. So we'll start with that, but we'll also of course take a look what we can expect for the rest of this week. All right, euro dollar had a very strong bearish candle that occurred actually in the last couple of days. We had a strong downside momentum, and that kind of basically made a huge imprint on this monthly candle. And you can see bearish close near the low, bearish candle, the close and the low below the last month. So we're getting a series of lower highs and lower lows on the monthly candles like this, as you can see. So definitely in a downtrend at this moment from the monthly candles point of view. And we have a fractal on top here at this moment. So there should be space to retest support level in here. And if you put a fib from the very bottom to the top, then price should be on its way to about 38.2 fib probably. There we go. It is now at the 23.6 fib. So if it breaks this fib, that could be a bouncing spot, by the way. There's also a previous top around this area. 120 is a round level, too, of course, to be aware of, psychological level. But if it breaks below the 120, you can see plenty of space down to the 38.2 fib at 117. That's the space that I think could be interesting to trade in May. Perhaps there could be even an extension, but I think that 117 could be a bouncing spot, basically something like this. We'll have to see if price bounces or breaks here. But then if it reaches the 38, I would expect a bounce, and then again a downside towards the 50 or 61.8 fib, and then again a bounce to the upside. Now this whole process could take a year, right? Just look at this upside, the wave A. We're looking here at a wave B, and up it goes for a wave C probably, because this was 5 waves as far as I can see. This upside basically lasted a year and a month. So this wave B could also be easily something similar, maybe 6 months, maybe 8 months, maybe a year, maybe more, right? So this process could be lengthy. So we're at a bounce or break spot around 120. Let's move on and take a look at weekly candles. You see pretty bearish pressure, and price did not respect the fibs that I was expecting here. I was still thinking that this could be a wave 3, 4. This now seems pretty unlikely because of the fact that price is testing the 61.8 fib, and if it breaks below that, it seems that the downtrend is in control, and we should see a continuation of that. All right, and you put a fib from here to here. What we'd like to see is price reach at least these fib targets right here for a continuation of the downtrend to get basically a wave 3 in play. So all right, so at the moment it is right at 120.40, right at the minus 272 target, and a break below that, and we should see a continuation down to 117.50 within the wave 3, as I already mentioned on the weekly chart. Sorry, the monthly chart, but the weekly chart is showing more or less the same at this moment. So let's take a look at the daily. There we go. There was a bullish candle at the minus 272 target, but price is breaking below it. So I think that a downtrend continuation is becoming more and more likely now, and a break below 120, as I said, should take price down to 117.50. All right, let's take a look now at the 4-hour chart. We already saw a breakout, and in fact, for those that are using SWOT software, you had continuous red candles, so there was no need to exit the trade if you took the 4-hour trade to the downside. I didn't, but if you did, the software is showing that. And if you're looking for a continuation setup using the software, you had red candles here, or red arrow, all of that helping for potential entries as price made a pullback, as you can see right here yesterday, and continuation. All right. Now for new setups, these are old setups, right? Just showing you the software quickly. I would probably, for the moment, take a look at the 15-minute chart. If there's any bear flag like this, and there's a retracement maybe to 112.50, there's still space to 112. Sorry, I'm getting these numbers mixed up. 120.50, of course, and there's still space to 120. But be careful of 120. What I would like to see is probably price break below 120 like this, make a flag that probably goes a little bit above the 21 EMA, and then breaks below the 21 EMA again, and then continues. That's kind of the pattern. That's the swing trade I'm looking for on the euro dollar. Break below 120, push back above the 21 EMA, break below it, and a continuation down to the max target of 117.50. That's kind of a swing setup on the 4-hour chart, what I think could be interesting. On a lower time frame, there might be a continuation if there's a retracement to 120.50, 120, maybe let's check it out here, 120.70, and a continuation down to 120 round level. That could be some small continuation there. But any bounce off 120, all right, of course, be careful still. Then we'll have to see how it bounces. If there's strong momentum or if there's a flag, it depends, right? We want to see what kind of price action is developing, what kind of price patterns are shown at that 120 level. If there's a strong bounce, we still need to be careful. If there's a flag, then a continuation lower is likely. Once again, a break is the best, break below 120 and a pullback and continuation. But if it doesn't break 120 and it goes sideways, then that still looks good for a continuation because of the flag pattern. But if there's a strong bullish momentum visible at 120, then I'll reanalyze it Thursday. There might be something else going on. We have to check it out again. For the moment, bearish continuation is likely. All right, so that's about it for the moment. Let's take a look at pound. Also, bearish candle last month in April, big wick, bearish candle. There's not a lower low, but I don't think it's that big of a deal. We see a strong momentum on this weekly chart, and we see strong bearish candles on the daily chart, weekly chart, etc. And this seems to be a very strong fall. This seems to be the start of a new downtrend on the daily chart. And on the 4-hour chart, I think that we're just in a fifth wave basically at this moment. The fifth of a fifth perhaps, but you never know. These things can sometimes extend further. Price broke below 137.50, so there could be a continuation down to 135 before we might get some retracement. But it does look to me like a wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and within 5 there is a wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's what it seems to me. But these wave 5s sometimes get extended, and price might push further than we expect. We can put the Wiz tool for that target on this top of the 4-hour chart just to get an idea about what the fib sequence levels are telling us. Price below the 6th level. Now, it doesn't have to get exactly to the 7th level, to be honest. It could sometimes stop a bit about halfway because we're getting already quite into a far territory. But you can see how nicely when it broke below 3rd to the 4th, down from 4th to the 5th, 5th to the 6th, good momentum, spaces to the downside. Eventually, price will retrace this particular trend in the ABC correction and make a lower low. For the moment, though, looking at this chart, I would probably keep an eye on the 50-minute chart. If we see flag, because it's right in the momentum right now, so I don't see any trades right now, to be honest, but on any time frame. But if it were to make a bear flag and break that flag, I think there could be a continuation of the 5th wave. Just be a bit careful that you don't trade it when there's strong momentum. Let's say there's a V-Valley reversal like this. I would be careful with trading it to the downside because, as I said, this could be a wave 5 of 5, finishing a wave 1, and up it goes for an ABC correction within wave 2. So that's why you got to be a little bit sensitive to the patterns that will develop today and tomorrow. Today is also a public holiday in many countries, so be careful today as well because of that. But we'll have to see what kind of pattern develops here. Is it strong bullish momentum or some kind of bear flag? And depending on that, tomorrow there might be some breakout trades or reversal trades. By the way, you can get 1 month for free of ECS live service with setups from Nenet and the SWAT software. If you sign up for an account through one of our partners, markets.com. So check it out. You see the banner in this article, or if you're looking at YouTube, just go to our website, elitecurrency.com, and go to Trusted Partners or our free analysis and find this particular post. So wish you all good trading and talk to you soon. Cheers.